Today's High Performance Podcast is brought to you by Phegan Digital. It's where you'll find our revolutionary blueprint course. There's only one place that you can go from zero to hero over a weekend by watching the incredible blueprint. It's everything you'll need to be that $1 million agent. Prospecting, listing, negotiation, and growth. Broken up into short 15-minute pieces, skip to the content you need now or watch from the beginning to end. Only on Phegan Digital. Welcome to High Performance, the podcast featuring Josh Phegan and Alexander Phillips. Alexander, today we're going to talk about the thrill to win. And, this is kind of the crazy thing that I think that you're out there every day. You're prospecting, you're generating leads, you're getting in front of that seller. That ability to be awesome inside the listing presentation is going to make all the difference about whether or not you win. And Alex, I'd often say that we go seeking like these 10-second moments in life where, you actually get the seller sign that agency agreement and instruct you. Tell us a little bit about it. Like, what is the thrill like for an agent to, go up and sign that first ever listing presentation? And what does it feel like when you're getting to the 20th on the inside of a month?
Josh, it's the thrill to win. A lot of people say, "Oh, well, why do you think you're good? At what you do?" And it's not just that I love real estate, but it's actually just winning and being at the top of the game, and that's what really can drive you as an agent. So, I think you got to be really careful that. You obviously list one or you list two or you list three and that was your goal for the month. Then all of a sudden, you've got that win and then for the next month you don't list any. So it's about understanding what that win means to you, what it creates for you, for you as a person, as a lifestyle, as for your family or your partner or whatever, and then making sure that win incorporates within your life and it pushes you to do more and then push boundaries and push that go further and further. So I think. You've got to make sure you work out what that means to you and that win. Then every time you're winning, you feel you're achieving something, getting that 1% better each time.
There's a ton of momentum that comes with it too. That what we got to call confidence, right? That like when you win a listing presentation, best time to get back on the phone and win another. And the most important conversation is that Alex, what do you do when you actually come off? Because if you are addicted to that thrill of winning, some of the challenges that we found with people is that ultimately, if they win a lot, then all of a sudden there can be a bit of hubris, a bit of arrogance that might come into it. How do you stay level even when you're doing really well?
Josh, it's probably the losses. It is like I look at, this week, I think I, lost about 5 listings, and that in itself goes, you realise you're not invincible, I suppose. So that knowing that, you can't list 100% of the properties. Why did you lose it? Who won it over you? What did they do better? It's the losses, I think, that keeps myself driven because it's you're not going to win everything, and those when you lose, you sort of just think about what do I need to do to win the next one. It does push you to try and go to the next level or dig deeper into your database to find a new listing.
But you're the sort of guy that literally you lose a really good opportunity that makes you hungrier for the next one. So how do you use that energy to say, you know what, I'm just going to pick up the phone and just start ringing someone else and generate another opportunity rather than sit here and wallowing or get upset or get angry at the world because you just lost a great deal?
I think it can sap you that if you just sit around and you're wondering why you missed it and what you could have done better. You sort of need to move on. You have to move on really quickly. But to do that, you have to have many balls in the air, and you're always going to miss a few. You're going to gain a few. But if you get that out of your head and you go, okay, all right, I learned from that. Where's the next opportunity? Then you're not going to lose, time and energy, and then also, like you said, once you win that first one, you're going to win the next one because you're on a high. But if you're on that low energy, then you walk into the next pitch, and they can feel that negativity around you. You're not going to win the listing. If I look at all the top agents in Australia that I've met, say the top 10 agents, they've all got a big energy about them. You can just feel the energy when they walk into the room, and I think that's part of why they do so well because the client feels there's a lot of confidence, and that's what they need to feel and see when they're selling their biggest asset.
The big thing for me is that don't let the highs get you too high, don't get the lows get you too low. Just have a nice upward stream over time. And I remember I happened to be in your office one day, and at the time you had made the sale of your career for that particular year, and it was kind of interesting because you were there and you got off the phone. You said, "Hey, Prue, XYZ Streets has been done," and you were like, "Yes," and then literally
Okay, great. And then the next thing you did was you picked up the phone and you rang the neighbour to let them know there'd been a sale that's just come through. You had a leftover buyer, any chance you get them through their place. And we're looking like there was milliseconds there in the distance between making the biggest sale and now trying to generate that next lead. And I think that's the big conversation, is literally don't get too carried away with the success. Just be really good at what you do and go to generate more leads off it.